He just knows when the show's about to begin. He always knows. You're talented. I give you that. Maybe you want to know something that sucks? Diets. I've been trying to get the mentality here for the past 3 days to really be able to go into a diet and go hard at it. Now, this is the Fat and Happy Show. I don't plan on ever losing the fat, but I would like to be fat and healthy. So, not to say that I'm not healthy. I just got a freaking checkup, and I'm pretty much perfect across the board. I don't know how, but I'm perfect right now. But that doesn't mean that losing a little bit of weight wouldn't be able to help some other things. But right now, it just sucks trying to get my head into the right mind space to where I can go ahead and go into this hard and not feel like I have to eat. And I could do a whole video, and I plan on doing a video probably this next Saturday, kind of covering my mind space right now with what's going on. But right now, it's just kind of a battle right now. So I may cover it in some more Fat and Happy episodes. But for right now, we're trying to plan on starting something hardcore tomorrow. That's going to be like a major step forward, and we'll kind of see where we go from there. But for right now, this is the Fat and Happy Show, everybody. Let's get to it. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the Fat and Happy Show. Come on and take off your pants and let's have ourselves a bowl of cereal, baby. Where we got a brand new week, a beautiful Monday, where I don't have milk yet. I don't work again until tomorrow, and I forgot to get milk. So you, baby, you get your ready whip, and Daddy gets a mouthful. Yay, there we go. That might be a little bit much for you. Enjoy the ready whip while you can, baby. That was probably a good 30, 45 calories right there in my mouth, and so worth it. But welcome back to the Fat and Happy Show, where I was talking with some people about the show. Remember how we left off last episode, where I was saying, end of the month, we'll kind of decide on things. And that still stands. We'll see how the performance goes of these videos coming up. But, honestly, everybody does enjoy the show. Like, I've been asking around, what am I doing wrong? Am I doing stuff wrong? Everyone's kind of like, no, you're doing everything great. So I appreciate that, everybody. But if anybody does have anything that I can improve on, do be sure to let me know. Because I want to make this show as great as I can. I want to make it the best show ever. Just like China. Great country, great show. But regardless, we need to get into the news of today, where I'm just going to call it news. It's not going to be good news. It's not going to be bad news. But I'll kind of give my opinion on it. One of the creators of Scooby-Doo has come out and said that Velma is lesbian. Now, we got to get something straight here, okay? The show is 51 years old, okay? But the guy who is creating the show now is 53 years old. So the show has been going on since he's been like 2 or 3 years old. It's not that Velma that's gay. Okay, it's not that Velma that's a straight up lesbian. It's the one that's been developed like since 10 years ago, which I wish he wouldn't have done this. Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this. And what I mean by that is now there's multiple canons to Scooby-Doo. Velma has not always been gay. I would definitely argue 110% on that. And What's New Scooby-Doo, which is I think the version we're talking about, they kind of changed things up a little bit, and I think that's where they made Velma gay, which is a whole new parallel universe potentially now. So I wish that he wouldn't have done this because this complicates the Scooby-Doo universe. But I get it. With times, things change. It's just one of those things where I wish that it didn't feel like another corporate America thing, of where corporate America, every single time there's gay month, boom, everybody has rainbows on everything, even though majority of them probably don't care. It's like, if you care, great, but don't fake care. And it's kind of like all these companies coming on with the whole Black Lives Matter and the whole like Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's thing. It's very controversial, and it was never a problem until society said it was a problem. So with the changing times, I can understand why he's putting a push towards, hey, she is gay, let's go ahead and have that out here. But I hope that he's not speaking for a whole thing, because I imagine the original creators never intended for that to be a thing. I'd hate for someone who was 2 years old when the show came out to have a voice over what was originally created. But anyways, let's get into some really good wholesome news. This I loved. There's a little boy over in England, and what did he do? He thought, dang, times are really, really bad right now. And I really feel sad for the Queen because she's got to be alone all in Buckingham Palace by herself. So what did this poor boy do? He's 7 years old. He made a word search for the Queen based around happiness. And it made my heart go, aw. Like he's thinking, oh, the poor old Queen being alone in the freaking palace. And I can't do anything. So I'm going to make her a word search about happiness to cheer her up. That is like the most heartfelt thing in the universe. Like for real. The Queen did actually send a response, not personally, but her scribe or whatever you want to call him, did send a letter back to him, and he was like ecstatic, and that's just like the wholesome that I love in this world. So good on him and good on the Queen for doing a response. And now we got to go ahead and get into those holidays of today, where we got a couple really, really weird holidays. Today is National French Fry Day, when let's go to McDonald's, baby. But not only that, it's also Go West Day. I don't know what's wrong with going east, north, or south, but apparently go west today. It's also Bean and Frank's Day, which, do you want to know something? That sounds pretty good for dinner. I might have some Bean and Frank's. And lastly, it is Embrace Your Geekiness Day, which I absolutely love. Not enough people embrace the geekiness. It's just like anybody who loves anime. Like, don't hide what you love. Embrace it. Love it. Especially if you have a flamboyant gay side. Just embrace it, sister. I was probably dropped in my head and I was never told. But with that, let's go ahead and get into that dad joke of the day, everybody. Well, remember, most dad jokes are just a simple question. Why did the Invisible Man turn down the job offer?
Because he's not essential?
Well, he couldn't see himself doing the job.
Well, I'm not paying his unemployment.
I'm just saying, it's a good joke. It's a good joke. I like good jokes, and that's a good joke. But now we're into the pet photo of the day where, unfortunately, Daniel, you're just a depressing guy. Daniel submitted a long time ago one of his pet puppies, and unfortunately that puppy passed away. And we kind of have the same situation here again with Spook. Spook was an absolutely awesome cat. He loved getting hit with a fly swatter. And there's a story behind that. If you want to hear about it, comment down below. But I even have a video of it. And yeah, the cat just liked it. No idea why. But yeah, he ended up passing away about a year, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, somewhere in there. And it's very unfortunate, but that's just kind of how life goes. But even though it's sad to have animals pass, it's always nice to remember them for the weirdos that they were. And with that, we are now into the 2 cents moment of the day. Now's the part of the show where Kyle gives his 2 cents. It may sound tacky, but follow your dreams. No matter what they are, always follow your dreams. Some dreams might seem a little bit unobtainable, and quite frankly a majority are, but that doesn't mean that you have to stop chasing them. Every astronaut had the dream to go up into space, and they pursued it hard enough to where they were actually able to achieve it. And I don't think that anybody is out of the question to achieve any single thing. It's all dependent on how much effort you put in. I have a friend who's a race car driver, and with that, he is actually doing pretty good. He's currently looking for a sponsor right now, but with the car that he has, he's actually doing good in contentions. And then when he finds a sponsor, he might be able to get that better car, so that way he can be in further contention. But anyone who wants to achieve something, such as an astronaut, you just have to start at a young age. Do your best in high school. Try and get yourself those scholarships. Once you have your scholarships and you can get into a better college, then you can get a better education. With that better education, you get a better job. And then, once you get that better job, you have the better opportunities. But it all comes back to how much effort you put in. So, if you have a dream, how much effort are you willing to put in to chase it? And this has been something that I've been trying to follow with this for a long time. I've always wanted the BoredomNation to take off and do what I like to do, but it's just never really happened. But I have going on 11 years of effort going into it, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Instead, I just will continue to evolve the content until I figure out where it hits for me. Which I still feel like it hits here. People like it. But it just needs to get known. But it's all about how much effort you put into things. And I definitely put in the effort. That's for sure. And I definitely have fun doing it. I think that's the other part I should have added. And make sure you have fun doing whatever it is that you want to do. Because if you can have as much effort going into something, but if you don't enjoy what you're doing, then you're not going to care. And it's just going to be going through life miserably instead of happily and enjoying what you do. And I think that's the true trick to life, is finding something that you enjoy to do. But with that, that's going to do it for today's episode of The Fat and Happy Show, everybody. Hopefully you guys got a little bit fatter and happier with me, and I will see you guys back here for Tuesday's episode. A good night. Also, someone remind me to buy milk.